Hey everybody, happy, what is it, Tuesday? We're having the cold snap that everybody's having. So I think the high was 35 here today. So I'm going to off-road it a little bit. I'm going to try and make some green chili chicken chowder. So as Mike's apron says, whatever happens, we're going to eat it. We're going to start off by roasting some Poblanos and some Anaheim peppers, which is green chilies. And I'm going to put them under the broiler for a few minutes, so I've got to get some of the seeds out for people that don't like too much hot. And I'll be right back. Okay. Cut the ends off. And I'm going to split them down the middle. Gonna get this part out, just like you would a jalapeno. There you go. Shake the seeds out. Okay, and I'll do the same for the poblanos. And gonna take this thing out too. Sometimes that has some heat in it. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to do the rest of them and then get them under the broiler. Hang on. All right, we're over here at the stove. Apparently there's something in my oven. I don't know if you can see that needs to be cleaned. It's burning itself off. I think we'll be all right. Okay, what I do with these peppers is if they're too rounded, I want them to all broil at once. I just kind of butterfly them. So that's what I'm doing with the last few of these, is making them flat as I can. And then I'm going to stick them here in the oven. And let's see here. Woo, yeah, there's something in there. Oh well. Gotta have a little excitement. There we go. Get those broiling and see how long it takes to get them blackened. And I'll be back. Alright, here we go. We are taking these out. Well, maybe I'll get them a little blacker. I like to have a little bit of charred pieces. A little bit of charred pieces in my stew. I think it gives it flavor. Okay, while those are under the broiler, I'm going to be chopping up some onion pretty finely. I'm going to saute that first because we are off-roading here. So, flying by the seat of our pants and making up this chowder as we go. Let's see how it turns out. My tripod is no longer cooperating. So, you'll just have to see it when I get it chopped up. Alright, we're going to check them. This has not been very long. Whoa! Okay. They're already starting to bubble. You see that? Ooh. Oh, that's not a polite sound. Okay, we're going to stick some butter in this pan here. Get these onions sauteed. And there we go. Hello. Get that going. We'll get these nice and browned and go from there. Okay, we're getting these onions started, and I'll tell you what, if you saute onions or fresh garlic, people are going to walk in and think you can cook, whether you can cook or not. We're going to slowly get these down to where they're a kind of caramelized. It gives it really good flavor. And in the meantime, I'm going to throw a little bit of salt in there because that usually draws the moisture out and they cook a little faster to me. I don't know. There we go. And stir that around in there. Ooh, look at that. That is a beautiful sight and a beautiful smell. And get these out of there. Alright. And then what you do is put them in a plastic bag and they'll soften and cool a little. And then you can get the skins off easier that way. Ooh, they're hot. Maybe tongs would be smarter. Whew. Whew. Look at that steam. Okay. Then you wrap them up in here. And spin it. And leave it alone for a little while. There we go. Give a stir on these onions. Ooh, they're smelling good. Alrighty, I'm going to put some garlic in there. And I'm doing the whole whacking it. Whew. Okay, that whacked a little too hard. But it makes the paper a lot easier to get off if you do it that way. It just leaves. Okay. And then we're going to do one more. And our onions over there are getting really pretty and brown. So I'm going to get a... See how easy that came off? I'm going to get a little bit of garlic in there with it. And put this in our garlic press. Our old school garlic press. Alright. Ooh. I've got a human tripod now. Say hi, Mike.
Hello, hello.
Alright, let's go over here and put some of this in here. Check out how brown these are getting. Ooh, that's pretty, ain't it?
Look at that. Look at there.
Ooh. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of a cooking on that garlic, but we don't want it to burn. But we've got good color on the onions already, so I'm going to stick a little flour in here to make a roux. And I did have some heavy cream, but found out it was a little soured, so we're going to do like Brenda Gant always says, the lady that has that awesome cooking show on YouTube. She always says, make do with what you got. So that's what we're going to do. So I do have some canned milk. And then I'll have some whole milk. So that's what we'll make do with. And put a little flour. Ooh, not that much flour. We'll see. A little flour in here and get our roux going. And like I said, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Are you going to eat it regardless, Mikey?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, that's all that matters. Making my dad come over and eat some of it today. And we'll let that flour get a little bit of cooking on it, and then we're going to start throwing in our milk and stuff. I'm going to do a little extra flour since we don't have heavy cream, so it'll thicken it a little bit more. Alrighty. And then we're going to throw in, let's see, let's do our canned milk first because we'll want to use all of that. Already got it sort of open. There we go. And roll that in there, turn it up because this is going to cool it way down. And all that brown color on the bottom, I don't know, can you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah, we got
all that'll come up and that'll just be flavor. So there we go. I'm trying to decide, this is going to be, you know, the green chili and chicken potato chowder. I'm trying to decide if I want to put corn in it. What do you think? I'm kind of, a bunch of people do that, but I'm kind of not feeling it.
Well, I'd say do what you feel.
Okay. Alright. We'll let that come up and we'll put a little more milk in. Okay. We've got this going in pretty thick, so we're going to stick some milk in there. We need to get this milk used up anyway. And then I forgot to start my potatoes. Put those on the boiler. Maybe I'll boil them in here. We'll see. But we're going to put some potatoes in next. Did you see that? You got to get it out with your fingers.
You don't want my fingers in there.
Hold on. Okay.
Hey, that has happened, I guarantee you, to everybody, if not once or twice.
Okay, we're going to crank this up. Sorry, got to reach here. Okay, we're going to bring this to a simmer and then decide what to do on the potatoes. We'll be back. Okay, I've got some 4 chicken bouillon cubes kind of dissolved in here so that we're going to put in. Alright, we'll see if we like that. See if it's got enough salt. If not, we'll adjust that later. And I'm going to put a little black pepper in there. Let me see here. I don't want to drop my spatula again. I like the finer black pepper. Not the big chunky kind. I think it gives it more flavor. Okay. I like black pepper in my chowder. Okay. We're going to get the potatoes peeled up next and in here, and then we're going to work on the green chilies, the Poblanos and the Anaheim. We'll be back. So we're going to get these peeled, and we got married. Well, I started to say last year, but we're in 2025 now. We got married year before last, and we still have 2 potato peelers. Because he has his favorite, and I have my favorite. This Dollar Tree one makes me happy. Alright, we're going to cut these into little cubes next, so stay tuned. Okay. We got Mike on tater duty still. And he's got his Brenda Gant sword knife he's using. If y'all don't watch her, you have to. She always cuts her stuff up with giant knives, and it scares us. But she knows what she's doing. Alright, we're going to get these in smaller chunks just so it cooks faster, because my dad and my brother are coming over to eat, and we don't want to starve them, make them wait. Ooh, it's smelling good, I tell you that, though.
It sure is.
Ooh, look at it, look at it. Alright, now we're going to go back to our chilies that we have kind of steaming, I guess, a little bit. And I'll show you how easily that skin peels off. Okay. Well, I say it, now watch it. There it goes. And I never get too uptight about getting it all off. I just get the majority of it off. And then we're going to stack them up here and get them chopped up to put in the soup. That way they can be kind of releasing their flavor as the potatoes cook. And we're going to go ahead and get these chilies chopped up. That was Mike's first time peeling chilies.
Yeah.
How'd you like it, Florida boy?
Wasn't bad at all.
Wasn't bad.
It come right off.
It did, especially the Anaheim peppers, the traditional green chili peppers. That stuff just comes off like plastic or something. The Poblanos is a little thinner skinned and a little bit harder to get off, but the most important one to get the skin off of is the Anaheim. Some of these were hot because it had me coughing a little, and part of my hands are burning a little from handling it. Every now and again I'll come across a pretty hot, well, any kind of pepper. Poblano or Anaheim. I'm going to put this in there and let that flavor get in there. And I'm thinking about throwing together a pan of winging this also. Green chili biscuits. Cheddar green chili biscuits. Have you heard of those butter swim biscuits?
No, I hadn't heard of those.
Okay. So I'm going to save some of these for that. But I'm going to put, that soup needs more. But kind of like, you do Southern cobbler where you melt the butter in the pan. Mm-hmm. And then you pour the batter on top. That's what you do.
Oh, okay.
So, probably not healthy, but hey, we're making a video and we can at least try it, right?
Give it a shot and see what happens.
And then I just got a rotisserie chicken because usually the price isn't too bad on those. And it's already cooked and already seasoned, and life is good.
There you go.
I just got a rotisserie chicken because it's a work night and trying to be fast. And so, I don't know if you've ever gotten one of these and tried to get all the meat off the bone, but If you haven't dealt with whole chickens much, there's a lot more on this than you have any idea there is. So, I peel off. Some people will save all this, the skin and the bones and everything, and make a good broth for like chicken and dumplings. They'll boil it down and get all that flavor out. But what I do is just start tearing it in chunks. Even there's a little bit of good meat on the wings. I like the dark meat. It's more moist and more flavorful. So don't just do the chicken breast on these and then give up. And then when you turn it over, there's skin, of course, and you get that off. And see, there's some even underneath it that has some good, tasty morsels. And at the end of this, I run my fingers through this bowl of chicken because you are getting it off the bone. And every now and again, after I get done with one, I'll run my hands through it like that and I find a bone. So always do that. Just, you don't want to break anybody's teeth. All right, I'm adding a few more chicken bouillon cubes that I've dissolved in water. And get that going. Stir it around. This stuff, I just tested it. Ooh, it's tasting good. All right, we're going to throw some extra black pepper in there because that's how I roll. And I think this would be good with a little bit of cayenne if anybody wants to put it in the bowl. And we're going to throw in some Mexican style 4-cheese blend. We're going to throw that in there. Because we can do what we want when you make up a recipe. Okay. Get that stirred around.
I'm a professional chili judge. So.
That's true. He is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Scale of 1 to 2.
3.
Okay.
Really
and now,
good.
I want to know what you think about these.
The biscuits. Try these biscuits, folks. I don't know which is better.
Okay. I'll take it.